y'all, welcome back to my channel. Okay, let's get right into this video. Of course, you all seen the title. This is y'all's favorite type of video. This is a freaking story time. Oh, if you guys would like to purchase some lashes, I am back selling them. They are on the website. The website link will be down below, and I did make a video on this hair before anyone asks, so it's coming, sis. It's coming. Okay, so let's get right into this video. Basically, this is going to be a story time about how this preacher was trying to pimp me out. I feel like he was trying to pimp me out. I don't know what you guys think. I'll just let y'all know about what happened, and y'all can tell me if he trying to pimp me out. But we'll see. Alright, so let's get right into this. This took place on Facebook. I know y'all probably like, stay your ass off Facebook right now. But yes, this took place on Facebook. So this is how it happened. I actually didn't know this guy. I didn't know hardly anything about him. I mean, of course, he was just like a normal friend on Facebook, you know. And I have like almost 5,000 friends on Facebook. 5,000 is the limit on Facebook, and I have like 5,000 friends on there. And so I'm like, I don't know every single person that's on there. Like, get real. So I just know that sometimes I would scroll down my timeline and I would see him posting like, you know, godly, churchly scriptures, and him and his wife and his kids and things like that. But never paid him any mind because, I mean, what would be the point of me paying him any mind? I didn't know him. So, you know, it was one day I was on there, and every now and again, I know that he would send me like inboxes with like prayer message inboxes and stuff like that, and just stuff like that. I mean, just harmless things I didn't really pay any attention to, nor did I reply to. So it was one day I noticed that he was posting something about like, oh, going live, my ministry is going live with another pastor or preacher or whatever the case may be. Log on to whatever website, watch us go live, look at us go live, or whatever he was talking about. The sermon is going to be about this and that. And so like he had inboxed me about like, hi, you know, this is my website, I'm about to be going live with this other preacher, and the topics are this, that. I think the topics had something to do about like relationships, love, marriage, and things like that. So it was like, it would be nice if you could, you know, log on and watch us live and things like that. And I was just like, okay, cool. So, you know, I logged on. I watched the little live thing, whatever. You know, they were just giving their opinions on things and just going by reading the Bible and stuff like that. Cool. So after that, he started kind of, he would go live frequently on his site and talk about different topics. So every time he would do that, he would like inbox me and stuff. So then the conversation, he started kind of like conversating or whatever. Like I would like probably repost a meme or something, and he'd be like, oh yeah, how you doing okay, you know, I noticed you posted this that, you know, I guess being concerned. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fine. So one day we just started talking in the inbox, and it was just kind of like a harmless conversation and stuff, and I was just telling him, you know, yeah, I'm going through some things, and you know, life is happening, and at the time I was in school, so like life is happening, and in school it's just a lot. I'm sorry y'all, my ear is like really itching, but yeah, I'm like, life is happening, and school is just like, he was like, it's just a lot. He's like, okay, well, I would like to pray for you. And so I was like, okay, that would be really nice. And so he was like, well, what's your number, you know, so I can call you and pray for you, you know, and if you ever need to talk to anyone, like, you can talk to me. I want you to like be able to trust me and things like that. Now, this is like a stranger, but I was just like, oh, okay. So I gave him my number, and he called me, and it was really late at night. It was super late at night. It was about like 2 o'clock in the morning, you know. And so like I always would see him posting like his family and stuff. That's why I was like, how are you on the phone? And then I was thinking, okay, you are a preacher, so you know, I wouldn't think that he would kind of step outside his marriage, or, you know, I wouldn't think anything of it. I just thinking like, okay, he's trying to help, you know, whatever. So we were just like on the phone, and I was just telling him about a few of the problems that I was going through, you know, getting his opinion, and just you know, we just having a harmless conversation. So those conversations kind of like, they were like every other week or every other night or whatever. And you know, the conversations were kind of frequent, where whenever I needed to talk, I would talk to him, because I feel like, okay, you know, you're a preacher, pastor, whatever. We're gonna say preacher, you're a preacher, he has his own church and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I can talk to you, cool, you know, whatever. So then the conversations start kind of getting weird. And I say weird where it was just like, oh, okay, well, tell me some things about yourself, and have you ever considered modeling, and what do you have on? Send me some pictures, send me some videos. And I'm just like, dude, ain't you married or whatever? He was like, I mean, yeah, but why are we talking about that? I'm like, okay, because you're married and you have kids and stuff. I said, those are your kids that you post, right? He was like, yeah, but I mean, we're not talking about that right now. I'm like, okay. So then he was like, he kept asking me to like send him new videos and like basically like type stuff like porn and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm not gonna send that. And then he gets to like saying, well, like I'm actually a model, like a model agent or whatever, like model agent stuff. I'm like, oh really? And he was like, yeah, but have you ever like considered modeling? And I was like, no, not really. I said, well, some people they reach out to me like do like videos for them and stuff like that, like being a music video and stuff, but I always turn it down. And some people want to like take pictures. They want me to take pictures for them, but most of the time they don't want me to have clothes on. Like they want me to be naked and stuff. So I don't, I don't ever do it. And so he's just like, no, I'm legit. The girls that have worked for me before, they've been on TV. Have you seen this girl? Have you seen that girl? Have you seen this? I'm like, I don't even know these people. Like I knew nobody that he was naming. Oh, they're on this show, they're on that show, they do this, they do this, they do that. And he was saying how he used to live in Atlanta, and he used to have a big agency in Atlanta, whatever he's talking about. So I was like, oh, okay, I don't know. I don't really think I'm model material. I don't really think I want to do it. And so he's like, no, I totally think you should do it. I can hook you up, and I know some people and stuff. But, like, the thing about it is, like, how do you feel about, like, traveling and stuff? And I was like, well, not alone. I'm still kind of like young. I say young, but I was like, well, I'm not alone. I don't really like to travel by myself. He was like, oh, well, you're gonna have to just grow up, and if you start working for me, you're gonna have to start traveling by yourself. And he was like, you're gonna have to like go to like Atlanta and New York and like really really big cities, and I'll get you a room out there, and I'll just meet you there. Like, but you can't tell anyone about it though. You can't tell anyone my name because you understand that would ruin my reputation, right? And I'm like, okay, or whatever. I said, okay, so you want me to like fly out to a big city, alone, and then you don't want me to tell anyone that I know you. You don't want anyone to know that I work for you or whatever the case may be. You just want me to be out there. Then you said you're gonna fly out like a couple days after I fly out and stuff. And I'm like, this is just, I said, it's kind of weird. He's like, well, you have to trust me. You have to just step out on faith and stuff. I'm like, okay, how the hell are we talking about faith now? I'm confused. How are we talking about this? We can't bring God into this now. Like, how does that work? So I'm just like, no, I don't know. He's like, no, you can make a lot of money, and you know how much money you can make. I'm gonna just take some pictures of you. I'll pick your outfits out, and I'll do this for you. I'll do that for you. Oh, and another thing, when I get out there, we're gonna have to stay in the same room and stuff. I have to make sure, you stay on schedule, and you're doing everything you're supposed to do. I said, I think it's kind of weird. Why can't I bring anybody with me? And so he was like, oh no, it would just really ruin my reputation. I am a preacher. No one can know that I do this. This is like a little side hustle, like a little side job that I do. Just as long as you stick with me, I can hook you up with some of the big guys in the industry, and you can start really making some real cash and some real money. You just have to trust me. And I was just like, well, I don't really know you like that or whatever. He was just like, come on now. Come on, trust. You can trust me, Aaron. You really can trust me. We're on the phone all the time, and we're talking and stuff. So you can trust me. So I'm just like, I don't know or whatever. Like, I don't really go a lot of places by myself. And he was like, well, you need to just grow up and all that, just trying to really talk me into going to a big city, whether it be like wherever. And I was just like, I just don't know about it, because y'all know I'm based in Louisiana, and he's wanting me to fly out to all these other type of places, and it's just weird. And you don't want me to tell anybody where I'm going. You don't want me to tell anybody where I'm going, what I'm doing, where I'm going to be. You want to keep everything anonymous and stuff, and it's just really really weird. And then he was just like, well, one thing that we'll have to do before we start setting up trips, I'll need to actually look at your body type and kind of see how you perform. I was like, see how I perform. What does that have to do with anything? And he was like, so I can get you ready for like the shoots and things like that. And I was like, and so he was like, so I'm gonna meet you downtown at this hotel. It's like this little hotel. It's ducked off, and I'll just meet you there, and I'll have the camera and everything. We can take, a few test shots, and we can just see how you are, loosen you up a little bit. I'm like, okay, this is just weird. And he was like, what's so weird about it? I'm trying to get you to making some money. I'm trying to get you on TV. I'm like, how you gonna get me on TV? Like, no, this just don't seem right. So it kind of went on for a little while, and I was just like, no. So I had ended up just like stop talking to him, and when I stopped talking, like stop replying to messages, stop answering his phone calls and stuff like that, stop answering his messages on Facebook and stuff, he was like legit stalking me. Like he kept sending messages, he kept calling and stuff. So I had blocked him on my phone, but we were still friends on Facebook. And he was steady like, oh, do you want me to pray for you? Is everything okay? Do you need to talk about something? Like, call me. Do you want to meet up? Let's have lunch. Let's have dinner. Let's have breakfast. Let's meet at this place. Let's meet at that place. And let's do this and let's do that. And I was just like, this is going too far. This is getting too out of hand. I don't know what's wrong with him. No. So I ended up blocking him on Facebook, y'all, and that was like the end of that. But that was just really, really weird. And I was just like, okay, it started from you praying on the phone with me to now you want me to go to different cities and do this and do that. I'm just not cool with that. I kind of took it as like you trying to like pimp me out, or you're trying to like, I don't know what he was trying to do, but it was weird. Why would I be in these cities that I know nothing about? I cannot tell my family where I'm going. I cannot tell my family what I'm doing. I can't tell friends. I can't say anything about anything. I can't tell them who you are. I can't tell them your real name. I can't do anything. I can get out to these cities. I'm young. Like, I can get out to these cities and just, like, get lost. Who's going to bring me back home? Nobody's going to know where I'm at. Anything could happen to me. Like, I don't even know you like that. Like, you're a preacher. You have your own church, but still, like, it's just very, very suspect. Everything was very suspect. So I just felt really uncomfortable. And yeah, I just had to block him or whatever. Like, it just wasn't working out. So anyway, y'all, that's the end of this story. What do y'all think about that? Like, do y'all think he was trying to pimp me out? Do you think he had good intentions? Like, how do you feel? And then being that he has, like, a whole fam bam, you know what I'm saying? Wife, kids, and everything. And on Facebook, he makes it seem like they're so happy, they're so in love. And, oh, God brought us together in this relationship. God this, God that. Like, he's all about God on there. But then when it comes to, like, behind closed doors, like, you are a whole nother person. Like, you are a whole nother person. I don't know. It's kind of shady. It was really, really, really shady, And I know it's kind of red flag went up when he did ask for my number. But like I said, in the back of my mind, it was kind of sticking with me. Like, okay, this is a preacher. He wouldn't dare. I'm thinking like you're really being concerned. That's how I feel. Okay, he's being concerned. He really does want to, see what's going on with me because he knows that I am younger. So he wants to see what I got going on or see, if I'm okay. But then as things progress, it kind of seemed like he was kind of trying to manipulate me, kind of trying to see like where my mind was at, like how I was doing, if I was mature, if I wasn't mature, like where I was at in life, and it seemed like he could try to see what he could do with me or how he could use me up or something. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I may be thinking like too much into the situation because I do overthink things, but I don't know. You all can tell me whether I was overthinking it or not in the comments, and just let me know y'all's overview on everything. So anyway, y'all, that's pretty much it. Any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below, and I'll definitely see you on my next one.